Hey, welcome to Gobsmacked. I'm Morrow C.
I'm Flint Johnson.
Oh, baby.
To the baby, to the baby, baby, to the beat, to the back, to the baby. Gobsmack's in your facey.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to the show. You know the drill at this stage. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with all that pleading, begging shite.
How old's your little baby now?
21 weeks.
21 weeks.
And 3 days, buddy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we're halfway there now.
Halfway there now, lad.
Yeah,
You're halfway there now, laddie.
halfway there
Oh,
now.
about push button on that baby now.
Push button.
Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. Absolute crazy, that is. Absolute crazy.
We went hospital only last week.
Oh, gender reveal.
Gender reveal, let's
Gender reveal on Saturday.
I didn't gender reveal.
Can't fucking wait.
Can't fucking wait.
Can you hear me voice bit all sarcastic and British? Sarcastic
What
British
is going on
bastard.
here? Can we get into this, please?
You know the drill. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And to all two of yous that listen, including Evan, thanks.
It's just me on my second phone, brother.
Been listening twice. One left and one right. Trying to get that stereo sound.
Right, let's get into it.
Oh, let's go. How many hours you working a day total?
Total altogether
Yeah.
11.
11 hours.
Yeah, because I do the 4 days.
Jeez. Oh, yeah.
So it's 10 and a half I'm in, but like the half an hour's before and after and whatever, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But working, it's about 11 hours, yeah.
So would you like... Sorry, I'm doing a little belch because I was drinking 7
Oh, were you
Up.
belching?
I was belch. I was doing
I
a little,
couldn't
doing a little
tell.
silent belch.
Couldn't tell.
Stay at me. How rude.
Couldn't tell you were
I
belching.
couldn't tell you.
I just thought, yeah, your throat had a stutter.
It does. Fucking hell. It's fucking 7 Up. About the 7 Ups.
He's not well.
I'm not well. About 7
He's
Ups.
very
Very sick. About 7 Ups. Spoiled.
I'm sick. Any
No.
hoozle.
I was saying, because you write a lot.
A lot, yeah.
So do you write on your days off then?
No. No days off, baby. I'm living that hustle lifestyle. Ain't
No, I mean
days
from
off.
work, like, because if you're working like 10 and a half hours a day, that's a long out
I
day.
actually write in between, like, I actually write, and like, listen, people might come for me, or you might say, shut up,
You
man.
little Phil.
Yeah, what, blah,
You
right?
little Wally.
This fella's a boofer,
That's
right?
what you were called a Wally.
Wally.
And you never call you a Wally. Oh my god, I called that one day. Some fella, you're going by bleeding Wally.
You're
Just looked at him and goes, what? Excuse you? Me? No.
It's always great when you
Clanky.
get called something like that. You
That
haven't
pure
heard now.
catches you off
Shut
guard.
up,
Like,
you cabbage.
that's savage, that is. What?
Fella just called me a
weird is this?
vegetable. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, bleeding tomato. Like, all right. Calm
But
down.
I think right, we're going off side here. But I think with anything like that, with Irish people, they say, "Shut up, you fucking whatever."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
It doesn't
funny,
matter
like,
what it is.
do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Shut up, you bleeding spoon. Like, shut up, you fucking tin can.
Shut up, you fucking washing machine tablet. You know what I mean?
Shut your mouth, you washing machine. That's fucking.
Anyway, yeah. No, I know people are probably going to be like, "Shut up, you fool, you." Now, this isn't all the time, but lately, or can I talk about lately? Because I have a terrible memory, I think.
Yeah.
Right? But lately I've been writing, like, I write on my breaks and stuff, on my lunches, and because I'm working from home.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
also while I'm waiting for work to come in, I'm
Yeah.
writing as well. You know what I mean?
Ah, right. Yeah, I get you.
But because I get the 3 days
Just
off,
scribbling down ideas and all that.
yeah,
like.
yeah, it's nothing like definite. You know what I mean? It's nothing
Yeah.
like I need to write this next bar. It's nothing like that. It's kind of just scribble down ideas and like a few bars here and there, a few lines here and there, like, and then
Yeah.
when it comes around to me having the 3 days off, then that's when like all the creative shit gets done. But it's tough, like it's tough to find a balance like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Where you can be creative and work at the same time, type of thing. Like, because I couldn't do it for years, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody can't do it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think anyone at all out there that's creative. I think when you're working either 9 to 5, or you're working the long hours like I am, or working shift work, whatever it is, it's very hard to. I don't know. It's kind of. I find, me and you've talked about it for years, where it sucks the creativity out of you. Like, do you know what I
big
mean?
time,
Yeah,
big time, yeah.
Because
Big
by the time
time.
you get home, you're like, I'm gonna go home and fucking do this and record that, and then you get home and it's like,
Yeah, unless like you're working in a job that is that you have to be creative in. Say if
For,
you're
yeah.
working like social media like me, or like fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know, like when I'm in like when I'm doing like Studio 8s, or I'm in the playground shooting the playground sessions with Benza. Shout out Benza.
Shout out Benza.
When I'm doing them, it's super creative. You know what I mean? You're kind of in this creative space. So then it inspires you. You come home and you're like,
Yeah,
I just need to create
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the
For
paints.
yourself.
And
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
painting fucking whatever. Do you know what I mean? Get the fucking
Why
paints.
Get me my paints.
Get the crayons out.
Fetch me
You
my
know.
paints.
You have to create something. But I do understand, like, I've been in jobs before, like, where it's
Yeah.
just, oh my lord, it just sucks the soul out of you.
Oh, brother.
Sucks the soul out.
It's
And
just-
the last thing you want to do is go up and create. Like,
Ah,
something.
no. There's just
Whether it's
zero.
music or painting or whatever you do, like, that's like
Yeah,
creative.
yeah. Music or painting or anything like
Sucks
that.
the life out of you.
Yeah, yeah. See, writing is just a big thing for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, am I coughing?
Oh my god, we're both sick.
I have it. I do.
Whatever's going around, I have it.
I have it.
I have the dinosaur flu.
My man said something going around. Watch yourself, me, I'll catch you. I have it, right? But
It's always getting me, Evan.
oh god, what's wrong with me, right? But but I
If you're listening, you have it.
you
too.
have it now. I'm at the coughing in your
Wood
ear.
for everybody in the audience.
Coughing in your ear or all over your car
Get
now.
7-Ups. Get the
7
sips.
Get the cabbage. But yeah, no, I think it's the last thing you want to do creatively. Like if you're working and it's sucking the life out of you, and it's hard when you can't find the balance. It's just that I've found that I kind of forced myself to find a balance. Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think if you have a list of priorities, and I think you prioritize what it is you actually want to do over what you have to do in order to make ends meet. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's easy then to differentiate the two and take yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a little gem that I've learned to balance. Now it's not still days, bro, that where I'd have and I'm working 11 hours. Like, still have days where I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm clocking out and that's it. Like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to talk to anybody. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Like, but yeah,
Every day's like that for me.
yeah. For me.
Because I'm a moody prick.
Yeah. But I think like that if you're in spaces like that, like you said with Benza and in the playground and you're doing stuff creatively, like I think when you're doing it, then it kind of gives you that little kick up the hole to be like, oh, I want to fucking do something for me. You
Yeah,
know what I
it
mean?
does. It does. Because you're watching people create all day and you're kind of like, ooh,
Yeah.
I want to go do that now.
Literally,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But on my
yeah,
own.
Yeah, on my own.
Because I'm an introvert.
But I think that's what's real impressive about, like, especially I'm just speaking from the thing that I'm in, like, and that's like Irish hip hop and stuff. I think with the music scene over here, what's even more impressive about the work ethic of people now is the fact that most of them have full-time jobs and they're still doing it. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's something to stand for that. Like, because back in the day, it was like, I don't know, back in the day for me anyway, any rapper that I knew was on the scratch. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And that was like because you had all this free time to just make music all the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of them are on grants as well now. Like, a lot of lads
Yeah,
have
and
grants,
grants,
now, and
yeah,
they're able
yeah.
to do like just like a part-time job.
Yeah,
Just to kind of just pay bills. Like, do you know what I mean? They have
Yeah, that's
grants that
now.
they kind of
Yeah.
allow them the freedom to work on music,
Yeah.
and that is why music specifically is so good at the minute. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really fucking good at the
It's
minute.
vibrant, like,
Because you have the fucking freedom. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you came from a really wealthy family, well-to-do, like,
yeah,
you weren't too pressured into getting a job because you knew it's grand, like,
yeah,
it's fine, there's money there. Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
yeah,
You have the freedom then to go out and fail at doing whatever it is you're
whatever,
doing.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So say you wanted to be like a designer. Say you were designing, I don't know, clothes. You want to be a clothes designer. It's grand.
Yeah.
I'll go do a course or whatever. I'll go do this. It's grand if I'm shy at it.
Yeah,
'Cause I can just fall back on that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'll go do something else. You
Yeah.
have the freedom of it.
to experiment. Yeah,
Lads, now, you know, a lot of the people that I know have full-time jobs and they're struggling to pay bills and all that sort of stuff. They don't have that luxury to fail. So it's kind of like, right, we have to get this done right the first time. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We have to get it right the first time. So this has to be the best it can be now, because we do not have a chance to do this again. We go in and lose our holes in the studio, paying all that money
For an
mixing,
album,
mastering,
for all that,
engineering,
yeah.
producing, all of that good stuff. it ain't happening for us again. So we have
Yeah.
this. It's one of the, it's cliche, but it's like we have one chance to do this.
Oh yeah,
Let's just
yeah.
fucking do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what a lot of these lads are like now, and that's why the music that's coming out is so fucking good. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of the shitty stuff is more the kind of not like just the rich kids, but I mean, you know, that kind of people with that safety net
Yeah,
that aren't
yeah,
really pushing
yeah.
themselves because it's you know it's one of that's grand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's fine. Just
Yeah.
put that out. It's grand. I'll do like 20 more of those. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
Yeah.
Where the lads that are struggling are like, nah. We only get one shot at this, so it's either this works or this doesn't.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you put your best foot forward. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's why. So like a lot of the music, especially coming out of Ireland now, is really fucking good. Like, 'cause people are struggling as fuck. Like everybody's playing struggling.
Yeah, no, I know that, bro. I know for a fact, and I think a key thing that you said there is the luxury of time. Like having the luxury of time is everything to anybody that does anything creative. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? The luxury of time, the luxury of not having any sort of responsibility or anything like that. That you need to do something in order to make sure that this thing is okay. Then that's sort of the thing as well. Now, I'm
Yeah,
not,
if you're just feeding yourself,
yeah,
looking after yourself,
no,
crack on.
yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But I think, like what I said there about like a lot of the boys, that a lot of the rappers I knew when I started or started making a name in the hip hop, the Irish hip hop scene, that a lot of those rappers were on the scratch. Now some of them weren't, you know what I mean? But a lot of them were on the scratch and they had the luxury of time. Same as I did, bro. I was on the fucking labour for two and a half years. Do you know what I mean? Writing raps every day, all day, and I always say it was like the best 2.5 years of my whole life, even though I was getting in the air at me L1 every fucking morning. Like, you need not go out and get a fucking job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was getting that every day, and my dad, and you lazy cunt, and this, that, and the other. And I know what they were trying to do, like, do you know what I mean? I know what they were trying to do, but I was like, just let me do this for like 2 years, please, like, do you know what I mean? And I was like, if nothing happens, I'll go get a job, and that'll be that, like, do you know what I'm saying? But I think when those 2 years when I had the luxury of time, bro, you think about the amount of stuff, even with that year that you had off as well.
Yeah.
With the amount of stuff that we recorded in that year, like,
Incredible.
you know, it's
Incredible.
outrageous, like
Yeah,
stuff that
incredible.
never see the light of day. But we had, if I didn't have the luxury of time back then, I wouldn't be where I'm at with like sound wise or stuff like that now today, like. Do you know what I mean? Because we wouldn't have had that back then.
Yeah,
so
you
the
had to
time would
grow.
have been 30% of what we actually had. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I had to grow, and the same with you. I'm sure that year did you the world of good as well.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I needed it. That's why I took that year off.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I understand that as well. But I was just like, look, I'm after leaving school. I'm not going to any single college in this fucking country. Like, you know what I mean? Just didn't get accepted, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll listen to my man that moaning at me every day, like, just to do this thing, like, do you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, although when you're a teenager, you just left school, it's not really a sacrifice. It is, like, do you know what I mean? Because that tarnishes the relationship between me mother and father and me, like, do you know what I mean? Because they're like, this fella, they're worried about me. They don't want me to fucking live in a bleeding music video my whole life, like,
Yeah,
do you know?
they want you to have the best.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I just think that, I think when we had the luxury of time, and when any creative has the luxury of time, bro, it's fucking, it's the one single thing that you need in order to create freely and to create consistently, like, because as you said, and we're talking about now, with work, with responsibilities, with all of that all comes into play, like, and I think it's something to be said for people that are, I think we've said this on the podcast before, but for people that are with creative people, like so Danny for you, Danielle for me, like, I think there's a lot that is credited to them, like, because I think it's very difficult to be with a creative person as well, because it's like, it's someone that's, it's a tortured artist, like you always say, bro. It's a tortured artist, you know what I mean?
I do be messing, but yeah.
But it's the mentality of like this one thing that is like, it solely belongs to you, like, do you know what I mean? And it's like it's hard to like, I don't know, it's hard to like be around someone who's so much in their head all the time, like, do you know what I mean?
Course, yeah.
And I think I'll put my hands up and say that, like, Danielle is the perfect person for me, like, because she gets it. Not a lot of people would. A lot of people would be pissed off with it, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you're only doing an 11-hour shift, and now you want to sit in the spare room making
By
fucking
yourself.
music on, like,
By
on your
yourself,
own,
yeah.
while I'm in here on my own as well, like, do you know what I mean? And it's just, and I get it, but for ages I was very naive to the fact, bro, where I was like, and I'm sorry I'm fucking talking so much, but I just have a lot of points on this. It's that I was naive to the fact that I was like, well, I'm in the gaff, I'm spending time, but it's not like you're not present. Do you know what I mean? I thought I'm in the gaff, I'm spending time. Like, do you know what I mean? But it doesn't work that way. Like,
no, it's different.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and my whole thing with my mum and dad back then was like, you won't be saying that when I'm a millionaire. You know?
When I'm cruising around,
you'll be the one saying that I knew it'd work. Yeah, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, them two are my biggest supporters ever, bro. Do you know what I mean? They are, like, if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be making music today. Like, do you know what I mean? Or writing today.
Thanks.
Sound on to Michelle. Thanks for that board.
Yeah, thanks.
If it wasn't for them and you, of course, bro.
I was waiting for that.
I wouldn't be making. I mean, from the beginning, like, me man.
No, my Danielle's the same. Danielle understands.
Yeah.
She knows that it's important to me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's important to me not just because I'm fucking a creative person and I have to have that outlet, like, or I'll just explode. Like, she knows it's important for me head. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm pissed off or anything like that, she just always say to me, "Would you not go up to the studio for a little while and just clear your head?" You know what I mean? Because she knows if I go upstairs, get lost in the sauce for like fucking an hour or two, I'll come down a different person. Like, she knows it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
or
definitely.
like if I'm like, I don't know, if fucking something happens and I'm upset, like where like, I don't know, someone fucking dies, you get a bit of bad news or something like that. She knows you need to go upstairs and just go up and make something. Go up and make music or paint or build something. Just go upstairs and do something. Do you know what I mean? She knows like that's how I cope with stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm a creative person, man. I've been like this since I was a fucking child. Like, do you know what I mean? Every week I was a different superhero or a different fucking person. I'd make the costumes or I'd be painting something, I'd be making something, I'd be taking stuff apart and I'd be rebuilding it. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't give me a remote control car because I'd take it apart and I'd build a fucking robot or something that would run around. Do you know what I mean? I was just one of those people. I just wanted to take things apart and rebuild them and just make something new. Do you know what I mean? I've always been like that. I'm self-taught with everything I do. Like,
No,
I'm one of those people, as I've said on here before, if I hear something or see something, I'll get obsessed with it. Like, oh, I can fucking do that. I wonder if I can do that now. And then it'll wreck my head. I'll get obsessed to the point where, like, that's all I can think about.
It's like a tug of war.
The house could be burning down in front of me and I'd be like, fuck, the house is burning down. But I wonder if I could make that bass line now if I was to try. You know what I mean? So I'd wrestle through the fire just to go up. Let me just get that bass line real quick. You know what I mean? I'm just one of them. Like,
I don't blame you for being on fire.
Fucking hell, this is whopper. Knew I could do it.
Don't blame the guy for being on fire.
Fireman's stand there. You listening to this shit? It's crazy, bro.
It's not even putting it out. It's just like that vibe and
Do you
waving
know
his
how
hands.
he EQ'd those fucking 808s? Get the fuck. That's years of experience, bro. But yeah, I'm one of them, man. I just, as you say, when you get lost in your head, you know, it's hard to be with someone that gets lost in their head so much. And, you know, fucking, I do be away with the fairies, like, majority of the time. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't even hear people talk to me. Because I'm thinking of fucking something else, like, you know. I wonder if I could build a little puppet now. You know.
Oh, fucking bin bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if I could build shoes out of like cardboard, like, do you know what I mean? That'd be deadly.
That's one of
them, bro.
That's actually one of my favorite things you've ever done, bro. Was make them like Nike shoes.
Oh, the recycled Nike runners.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
cardboard.
they're cool. Then
Crazy. But
that was just one of them things. I just got the idea in my head, and I was like, you know, I have to do this now. And then that's all I can think about, and that's all I focus on for like 2 weeks. And I was like, right, that's out of my system. I'm done now. I'll move on to the next thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm a fucking nightmare. I am. I'm an absolute nightmare. The only thing I've ever stuck at consistently is music.
Music, yeah.
That's the only one thing I've ever kind of, not like consistently, but like that's the only thing I've ever kind of just kept just tipping away at. Do you know what I mean? Even painting and all that, I fall in and out of that. I fall in and out of like a lot of stuff. But music's the only thing that's ever stuck around. Don't know why. Because I get bored of things really, really easy. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I've never gotten bored with. Now, I've recorded albums and I'll listen to it once or twice and I'm like, move on to the next thing now. You know what I mean?
No, I know, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. I think for you especially, like I always say, behind your back now, and this is the first time I'm going to say it to your face.
Oh my God.
I always say you're a bag of dicks. No, I always say,
Everyone's house, and even Dory told me that this morning. Dad. What? You're the bleed bag of dicks, you are. Oh, thanks, Dory.
You're a bag of flutes.
You're a bag of flutes. All right. Thanks, Dory. Off to work I go, I guess. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the encouragement.
No, but what I always say is that, like, a mind like yours has always like fascinated me, right? And this is gonna be like one of them podcasts where it's like, no, I love you, bro. No, I love you. You know,
You
what I
won't
mean?
get it back on me,
No,
but
I
come
won't.
on.
Yeah, but you just be like, yeah, no, you're good at what you do.
Yeah, cheers, bro. Yeah.
you're all right at it as well. No, but I think I think your mind fascinates me. People like you, bro, that have like these like different outlets. So, say for instance, if I get stuck on a tune, I get stuck on a melody, I get stuck on bars, I get stuck on anything, right? Get stuck on writtens, whatever it is. I'm in a pisser for a week trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't stop either. Like, and even if it's shy, when I get it done, I got it done. Like, I'm like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but with you, it's like I've always been like kind of jealous of the fact that you could, like, if music wasn't happening that day, right, and it wasn't doing it, wasn't scratching that itch, like,
Yeah.
you could go to the next room, paint yourself a picture, and even if that wasn't working, you'd go and like
Yeah,
put
go
a
build something. Or
a
do
Nike
something,
shoe together out of cardboard. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's something that, and I think it's something that's definitely rubbed off of me from you, from being around you all these years. Is that I think like the one thing you've taught me is like, right, I think me and you had a conversation about 5-6 years ago, and you were like, right, let's say rapping doesn't happen, like, what are you gonna do? And I sat there and I was like, I don't know, like, I've never thought about it, like, do you know what I mean? And I think I had like the juvenile thought of like, well, I want to be like involved in music somehow, like maybe work at a radio station or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think what you were asking me was, or what you were telling me was, you need to be creating elsewhere as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
of
need
course.
different avenues. Like, do you know what I mean? But you were saying that without saying it. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think you're right, and I think that's why I've dove into like production and stuff, and I don't want people to be like, oh, Em's the producer now, you know what I mean? Writer slash producer slash podcaster. But it's like, no, it's like, I don't want it for another title. I'd never consider myself a producer, like, and I don't want it for another title, like, to be like, oh, I'm actually, sorry, I'm not just a rapper.
I'm a beat maker.
I'm a beat maker. I'm a producer. You know, I chop some samples. Okay,
I'm a director.
I'm a director of music, right? But I think I started diving into that stuff because obviously it rubbed off of you onto me, like. But I also realized that there's so many different streams, bro, of things that I could be tapping into that I don't even know I'm good at yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I probably never feel like I'm good at it. I still don't feel like I'm good at writing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Still don't feel like I'm at that place, like. And I think there's something real, I don't know, something real romantic about that, like. Do you know what I mean? That constant chase of like, I'll never feel like that. Do you know what I mean? I'll never get to like, oh, I'm good now. This is the level I'm at now. I'm good, like. Do you know what I mean? Writing wise or making beats or whatever it is. And I think that's something that you've also taught me as well. That like, it's like, I've never been that way anyway. It's just who I am. I've never been satisfied with where I'm at. You just said there, you recorded albums, and then after the albums were recorded, you were like, nah, on to the next thing, like.
Yeah.
Because you're chasing that, and I don't know what it is you're chasing, like.
Yeah, I
Do you know
don't
what I mean?
know if I'm chasing anything. I think it's just more kind of the self-doubt.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, that kicks in as well. Yeah.
That's what I always mean about I'm a tortured artist is because we fucking scrutinize ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you think Twitter is bad? Get inside an artist's head.
Oh,
or
brother.
a creative's head. Never mind an artist. Just get into a creative's head.
Brother.
You don't want to live there.
I opened up about it once to Danielle, and she was like, "What?" She was like a bit scared, like, and I was like, "That's the way I'm like. That's what's happening in my head right now." Like, do you know what I mean? She was like, you're wired different."
You're evil.
Yeah, that's what it was like, bro. Swear to God, boy. I think,
Jesus, take the wheel. Satan has him.
yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm wording that wrong, right? And I'm saying with chasing, I'm like, for me, it's not. It's just like I said. It's like an itch that you have to scratch. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I think we always want to make better and better work. Like, do you know what I mean? You always want to keep making better and better stuff, regardless. Any human being out there that says no are talking shit. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, you want to be up in the level and up in the game, but I don't think I'm doing it anymore. Whereas before, I was doing it for the validation of other people. Like,
Yeah.
whereas now, I'm doing it for the validation of myself. Like.
Well, yeah, the project you're working on now, you kind of wrote in secret. You didn't even tell me about it till you were halfway done. Yeah, which was the right thing to do. Like,
yeah.
because you weren't writing it for anybody. You were just writing it for yourself. It was fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you're nearly finished it now, and a little insider scoop.
Yeah.
You were not struggling, but you were finding it hard to wrap it up. And I said to you, you don't seem like you're having fun anymore with it.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like you've turned it into a job, like the last fucking one, and that one never got finished.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where when you first started writing what you're working on now, it was super fun. Like, it was just you were just doing it.
Yeah,
because it was great crack.
Yeah,
you were making all your own beats for it, and it was deadly.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the mind you need to get back to.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying about the kind of, what happens with me. Like, go back to music again. Why I never release anything. Half of the problem is the self-doubt. You know what I mean? I think it's terrible. The other half is, this fucking sounds like this other track, or this sounds like it's not different enough, or I don't know, I fall out of love with it. I don't believe in it anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's not a thing where I'm trying to level up. It's for me, it's I want it to be completely different to what I did the last time.
Yeah.
Which is strange for me saying that, because most people don't hear any of the music I do.
No.
People only know some of the old stuff that I put out that I hate.
Yeah,
like, I hate all that stuff. You know what I mean? But it's of its time, and I'll leave it where it is for now. I'll probably eventually end up taking it down because I'm not happy with it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But stuff I work on now, in my head, I think that people have heard that. They haven't.
No, they haven't.
Probably a handful of people, 4 or 5 people, have actually heard a lot of the stuff I've made over the past 6, 7 years, maybe 10 years. But in my head, I'm always trying to better that stuff.
Yeah.
So I move on to the next thing. And I'm like, fuck, that has to be better than that now. And I keep going and going and going. Where I'm missing the point. Like, it should be just like, look, if you like it, just fucking put it out.
Just put it out.
Just put it out.
Exactly.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Put it out. You're going to be 40 in fucking whatever amount of years. Yeah. You're going to regret it if you don't put something out. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't be trying to change the world with the music I make. I just like it.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's low key for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be at the festivals on fucking stage. Like, it's just not my thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be doing gigs and all that sort of shit. Like, that's just not me. I just put it out. It is what it is. Like, that's just the way it is for me. Do you know what I mean?
It's an outlet, bro. That's all it is. And I think you described
music is just an extension of the art for me. That's all that is.
Yeah,
it's just another way of expressing myself, and that's about it.
Exactly.
It's nothing malicious or fucking. I don't want praise from it. None of that stuff excites me. It did when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because that's what you think you have to do. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I want to be remembered forever. Yeah. So I have to become famous, or I have to be popular, and all this sort of shit. Where now, older, looking back, I'm like, you dickhead, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it for that reason. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't have been like that.
Because you wasted so many.
Yeah, trying to get validation from from social media accounts. You know what I mean? From an app. Yeah. Because that's all it is. It's just a fucking app on your phone, on a mobile phone. It's ridiculous. Like, when you actually look at it for what it is, you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah. No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, bro. And that's why I had to take a break that time. And that's why I'm completely with you on that when you say it. Like, and with the project that I'm working on, like you said, I done it in like secret, but it wasn't like purposely in secret. It was like, this was this side idea that I had in my head when we were rapping the other thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to just get this done. See if I can translate what's in my head into music. Because what was happening to me before, when you taught me the basics on production like 4 or 5 years ago, I've dove into production, and I've been making beats since. Yeah. And some of them are on par with some of the producers around the country.
Oh, stop that for I'm telling you now, some of them be on par with me. Like, and I'm not trying to say that I'm this fucking.
No, but I'm
not trying to say I'm the GOAT, even though I am.
Yeah, no,
but,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that I'm the best in the country, but I do consider myself maybe top 10 at least.
Oh, top 10
at least. Brother. Come on, top 10 at least.
Top 1 and 2 and
no,
3.
I wouldn't go that far, but
listen,
I reckon I'm in there with top 10 in the country, brother. In this country.
I'd say top 5, but anyway.
I don't know about that.
I'd say top 2, but it's definitely top 1. But you see, I'm biased, and I've heard the music.
No, I know.
Sorry, I mean, I'm not biased. I've heard the music you've made, and nobody else has.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that I started making beats, but I was never able to say to myself, do you know what? I'm gonna make something like this and actually translate it to beats. I was just fluting, bro. I was just like, oh, that sample sounds nice. Let's do something like that. Do you know what I mean?
That's how you do it at the start. You know what I mean?
I was fluting, but this project was the first time I was able to actually translate what I heard in my head, the soundtrack I was hearing in my head, as like as fucking cheesy as that sounds. That I heard in my head, I was able to translate it into music, and it was actually happening. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? I didn't know what to do with it. Like, do you know what I mean? Didn't know what to do with it. And then we had the album wrapped, and I sent you like 4 tunes. I was like, here's 4 tunes that like I didn't show anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I've worked on for the last 2 weeks, and you lost your mind. You were like, bro, that's the album. And I'm like, when I say Richie lost his mind, Richie never loses his mind. Yeah, Richie is like, yeah, it's cool, and that's like him going, oh shit, you know what I mean? Right? I'm like, I send him these tunes, and he gets back to me, and he just goes, bruh, that's the album. And that was the voice note. It just ended there. That's the album. And I was like, I said to Danielle, and Danielle was like, yeah, you just said that you think that should be the album. I was like, no, you don't understand.
You don't read between the lines like I do.
You
Head
don't
exploded
know.
on fire. I'm overthinking it.
I was like, I know him. I know what he's saying to me. You know what I mean? But no, I appreciate you saying that, bro. And I just think that's like from you. I've kind of like I've been able to go down different avenues and stuff. Like I wouldn't be half of the tortured artist. Let's say I wouldn't be half of the artist if I even want to call myself that, bro. I would be today if it wasn't for you. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's not me. I have nothing to do with it.
Listen,
it's called growth.
I know, but I mean, from different sides of the coin, like, do you know what I mean?
I do honestly think though, like, to any of the young creatives that listen to this, and I know a couple of yous do, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, if you want to be a rapper, a singer, producer, DJ, whatever it might be, a painter, clothing designer, photographer, filmmaker, whatever it is. Look, I've done all of those things except for the DJing stuff. You still doing the DJing?
I'm still doing the singing.
You're still doing the bit of DJing? Yeah, I am. Yeah. DJing is the only thing I haven't tried out of all that list, right? But you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket.
No.
And I'll tell you this: it doesn't work out for everybody.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
You want to be the next Kanye West in the clothes world. It ain't going to happen, buddy, unless you solely focus on that and put in your fucking 10,000 hours. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not in some people.
Yeah.
So you should always have a backup plan. If you want to be in music, that's cool. Make music, express yourself, give us all something new to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But you should always be working on something else.
Yeah.
Work in radio.
Yeah.
Maybe manage artists, work in publishing, production, engineering, work in stage design, anything that is related to music and to the field of music. You know, you should be doing that in the background as a job. Do you know what I mean? Because if the music thing doesn't work out, at least you're still in the music industry and you're still doing what you love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're still in that realm.
Like, I'm not in the music industry per se. Do you know what I mean? I do produce and, you know, I fucking do all different bits and bobs or whatever, a bit of creative direction or whatever like that. But I'm still in the music industry. I still work in studios. I still film in studios. I still work with a lot of artists. I work with some of the big names in the country and some of the smaller names in the country. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I'm still involved in the music scene, and that's good enough for me. Do you know what I mean? That's good enough for me. I still have a little nugget in there. Do you know what I mean? Still a little piece of the pie, like my fingers in the pudding. Do you know what I mean? And that's cool. I'm grand with that.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I wanted to be the one on stage. Do you know what I mean? This gone back maybe 10, 11 years or whatever amount of years it was. That wouldn't have been good enough for me. I wanted to be the one in front of the camera. And then I learned as the years went on, nah, that's not for me. That's not actually what I wanted. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to be involved because I believed in it and all that sort of crack.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the art world as well. The art world's a little bit different. I'm talking about like the painting and all that sort of crack. That art world's a little bit different. That's very like, it's very tribal. Do you know what I mean? It's very cliquey.
Yeah.
You got to know the right people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you don't get a shoe in. Music industry is a bit more open.
Yeah, of course.
As in,
bro.
like, bands and artists and people like that. When you get into the nitty gritty part, managers and labels and all that sort of shit, it's not as welcoming.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
The music industry is an absolute cunt.
Yeah.
But the artists themselves, they're cool as fuck. Do you know what I mean? They're artists. Like, they just want to learn, they want to grow, they want to collab, they want to make shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way all this sort of creative field should be. Do you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
should be all just one big happy family that want to just fucking create and make shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And send it out and send it off into the world. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, it doesn't work out for everybody. And I will say this: have a backup plan. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
limit to yourself just being a writer,
Yeah.
a rapper, a singer, a guitar player, a drummer, a photographer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A videographer, whatever it is, a fucking logo designer, a graphic artist, whatever the case may be. If you want to be in that field, man, you should be learning another skill to go with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes hand in hand. Like, should be
Talk
like
that
Noah's
talk,
Ark,
bro.
man. There should be 2 years in there. Do you know what I mean?
Talk that talk. 100%, bro.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
It worked out for me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it did, though.
Do you know what I mean?
It did.
I got my way in to the music industry through making music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I stayed in the music industry by not making music. Do you know what I mean? I became a bit of an artist and a bit of a name. I met some people. Those people put me forward for jobs
Yeah.
to work in the music industry, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I'm still here, but I'm not making music in the music industry. I'm doing other bits and pieces.
Exactly,
you know what
bro.
I mean? I'm shooting.
Exactly.
I'm fucking.
It's
whatever writing, I'm-
whatever your measurement of success is, even if it's not success to you, even if you don't look at it as success. Like,
Basically,
do you know what
I got famous enough to get a job out of it.
to get a job out of it. Yeah.
I got myself just the right amount famous to get a job
Get a job.
without any qualifications in the biggest company in the country. I managed to weasel my way in without any qualifications.
I'll never forget.
So there you go.
I'll never forget we showed up on that first day. You were like, yeah, do you want to come with me? I was like, yes. We showed up on the first day, yeah. And this fella was like, oh, I don't know what to do with here, bro.
I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
I was like, what you mean? How did you even get this thing? I don't know. I'm floating around here, bro. Oh, I
Fucking
don't know.
6-7 years, I'm still there.
Yeah. No, it's unreal, bro. But it's yeah. I think you've dropped a lot of gems there, like, and I think a lot of people.
Most of it, I'm probably not even making sense because
No.
I'm not good at talking.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, of course.
I'm good
yeah.
at doing.
I'm good at doing. I'll do you. I won't talk to you.
I'll do your idea,
Yeah, idea.
but I won't help you.
No, I think. Yeah, I think what you're saying, everything in there is pretty much golden, bro. And I think there's no better person for it to come from. See, I still have to if I get to experience those things. Do you know what I mean?
How many times, you can't
Yeah.
say Anne, how many times have I told you songwriting is your future? How many times have I told you? I'm telling you now,
No.
one of the best songwriters in this fucking entire country, and anybody can challenge me, right? Now, I'm going to be the same as what he was saying. Yous haven't heard half of the shit.
Yeah.
Or none of it. Yous haven't heard any of it. I have. Some of the stuff this fella has sent me, right? Demos of him, like, singing tunes that, like, not like rap songs. I'm not talking about rap now. I'm talking about fucking singer-songwriter stuff. Pop tunes. Like, R&B ballads. Some of the best songs I've ever heard written. And this guy's, I keep telling them, bro, start send them out to people and get in studio fucking sessions with people and start writing.
Yeah.
Won't have a bar in me. Won't have a bar in me. Won't have a bar in me.
Oh,
I'm
I
telling you
appreciate
now.
it, bro. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. I see. I make them things for that's like another avenue.
I know, yeah, you do
know,
it because it's in your system. You
Yeah,
have to get
yeah,
it
have
out.
to
I
get
do
it
it all
out,
the
yeah.
time as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? But if
Yeah.
anybody's listening right now, producers, mainly producers, right? Forget the singer-songwriters. All the producers that listen now, I know a lot of you do listen to this podcast. Get this fella in on sessions. He does fuck all else. He works 11 hours a day and then he has 4 fucking days off. Get the cunt in on a session, yeah? Get the cunt in on a session. I'm telling you now. Any artist you're working with, this fella will change the game. I'm telling you.
Stop,
I'm telling you.
bro, Stop. I'm over here.
Ask him
blushing.
about a song called Super Suit.
Will you give over? Super Sue. I actually forgot about that, bro. Yeah?
I still haven't forgotten about that song. I still haven't forgotten about that fucking song. That song haunts me to this day. I'm telling you now, that is a #1 fucking hit. You just need the right person to record it. Do you know what I'm saying? How old's that going back? How long has that gone back?
2016, bro. 16, 17.
Telling you now, one of the best songs I've ever heard written. Coming out of this bleeding country.
Stop this.
And I work with some of the
Fucking
biggest people in this country. I'm telling you now, none of them can hold a candle to this geezer.
Oh, please stop, bro. Stop that. I appreciate it.
I'd fight tooth and nail to anyone that wants to fucking wants to tell me I'm wrong. So I'm telling you now, I will not lose.
I don't know what way to react to this.
I will not lose. Anybody listening, singers, songwriters, producers mainly, get this geezer in on a fucking session. He'll do it for free. I'll say it here now, he'll do it for fucking free. Yeah?
Yeah,
he'll
bro.
do it for fucking
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Get him in
Of
on a
course.
session, stop acting the bollocks.
No, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. And I don't want to sound like me and you're going, no, you're the fucking best. No, you're the best. You know what I mean?
I'm the
I'd say-
greatest. No, you're the greatest.
greatest.
Thanks, I
You
am.
hang up. No, I don't hang up. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like that, but it's yeah, I think
It's true.
No, I appreciate it, and you know me, I don't take that shit well, especially from you. I just say, give over. You know what I mean? And you're the same. Like,
Don't mind him. He will be crying on the way home in the car. He'll be crying in the
that-
car.
bro, I can't
The
believe you said
windows down, trying to dry up his tears before he gets home.
just a video of me just crying, singing Super Zoo.
He loves it. Telling you now.
No, I do appreciate it, bro. Obviously, of course, but what would you be doing if you weren't doing anything creative? Do you think? Like, let's say your whole personality was a different personality.
I don't know, bro. I don't know anything different, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same
I
with
don't
me.
even know how to answer that question. I don't know.
It's the same with me, brother. It's the
I'm
same
not
with
the
me.
smartest I'm not the smartest person in the world, so Lord knows. But I think that's down to being so creative that I just
Yeah,
can't be arsed with anything else.
yeah, that could have been that.
English or math?
math,
No, thank you.
geometry.
Art? Hello. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, is that art? Hello.
Hello.
No, I think I'm the same. I think I'd be, I don't know. Like, I don't want to give the generic answer and be like, I think I'd be playing ball. But I think I'd just be like, I don't know. I'd be the same as you because I'm not very bright either. You know what I mean? I
This
think.
fella.
No, I don't think I am. I'm not very book smart. You know what I mean? I'm not like. I just told you, bro. Every college in the
I'm
country.
not academic.
Yeah.
I'm not academically inclined.
Yeah. Every college in the country denied me, yeah. Went for interviews and all, and they were like, "Oh, I like you, but it's just the merits don't add up." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck your merits."
Yeah, I had to go to private college. I had to pay my way in. I had to go to art school.
Yeah. No, I think, I don't know what I'd be doing, bro. I'd be very similar to yourself. Like,
I'd say I'd be
I've
on
known nothing
be on
else.
building
Like,
sites, I'd say.
yeah,
Building sites would be for me.
yeah, probably.
Either that or I'd be selling drugs.
Would be, yeah, that or selling drugs, or I'd be like a fucking freelance tattoo artist or something. Just come to your gaff and do tattoo parties and shit. You know what I mean?
Stick man.
Come in with your own speaker and I mean, right, who wants a fucking tattoo?
I reckon I don't even. Yeah, don't know what I'd be doing.
It's a
to be
tough
honest.
one, isn't it?
Yeah,
See, do you know what I love
because
as
being
well?
creative kind of steered me life in a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of
It was probably detrimental, like.
all
Do you
the
know what I
people
mean?
I kind of know now, and even Danielle, like that was all kind of down to being kind of a creative-y person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it enabled me to mix with different groups of people.
That's the one thing. See that
know
what
what
you
I
just
mean?
said? See what you just said there? Hold that point for a second, yeah?
Go on.
That point that you just made there.
He's gonna go off for a half hour now.
I have found that with myself as well as a creative person. Yeah, I don't know what it is, and maybe other people can vouch for this as well. But I find that like I'm a chameleon, bro. I
Yeah, I
could
am.
float,
You know that about me.
Yeah, I could float into any circle, like, and I'll just blend in. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not saying that, even if I'm not being social, I'll just blend into the room, and they're like, "Who's this fella?" All right, you know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know what it is, man.
I think a lot of kind of creative people are like that.
Yeah, it's weird,
A lot of
isn't
creative
it? The
people
way
are
it
like
comes
that.
along with it.
You
Like.
just mix with different circles. You don't just stick to your quote unquote your own.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. It's not clicky. It's not a clicky thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's now obviously some of it can be, but I mean, like, I could float into any room and talk to anybody because of that. Like I think maybe it's a confidence booster or something. Do you know what I mean? Being a creative.
Yeah, I don't know
person,
what
like,
it is. But
could be
growing up, like for me, I kind of mixed with different groups of people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I think it was the kind of creativeness that allowed that to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the same with me, bro. I thought it
Allowed me to mix, and that's how I met Danielle, like as well. And
yeah,
completely different group of people that I was with, like at the time. That's how I met her. And
yeah.
I wonder now if I wasn't a creative person, would I ever have met Danielle?
Yeah, probably not.
I probably would have, to be honest, because we are little soulmates, as cheesy as it is. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, you
we
probably
were built, like we were built for each other.
Yeah, you probably would have.
Unfortunately for
her. Yeah, there could have
she
been,
got stuck with me.
could have been a possibility where you mightn't have. You know what I mean? But it's
Crazy.
Like, it's mad that
we never would have been.
No, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't have been buddies.
I wouldn't have been sitting here like.
No,
Do you know what I mean? If like we wouldn't have been friends, bro. Do you know what I mean? Never mind fucking making music together. We wouldn't have been friends, like.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Why would we, like, other than
now? Obviously, I'd be older and
obviously it's grown into a friendship. But at the beginning, it was I want to create, like.
It was
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to create or whatever, like. But I mean, what you were saying there about being a chameleon and social groups and stuff. I think, and with growing up as well, I think what's great about this day and age is that people are encouraged to be creative now. They're like encouraged to be artists.
Yeah, in school it's like that now as well. Now, as far as I know.
Yeah, but back in our day, bro. Well, our day, as if we're fucking 60 odd, like. But back in my day, anyway, when we were kids and we were going to school, you were kind of like, and even on the road, bro, it was, oh, he's a bit of a weirdo, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the way it was.
Pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I used to get.
Yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo.
You'd have two different types of people. Can you draw me a Kawasaki?
Yeah.
Yeah, what colour? Blue. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get the other ones. He draws. He must be gay.
If you should write a rap.
He must be gay. He draws.
He draws. Yeah,
That's what it was.
That's
he
what
must
I mean.
Be gay.
Yeah.
He draws. Something wrong with that young fella.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow to be a bleeding psychopath.
Yeah. And even
guess what, bitch? I did.
Fella just shoots me between the eyes. Imagine that was the end of the podcast, bro.
Got him.
Like a Joker job. Guess what, bitch? I did. Shoots me between the eyes in the kitchen. Just hear him dragging my body away. No, but sits back down. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
I've been ROC.
And that was Flynn Johnson.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Ha! Like that walk around the guy. But it was also like the Maz and Daz.
Danielle walks in. Hello.
Hello.
Got him.
But it was also the Maz and Daz of those people as well, bro. I found that like some Maz and Daz would be like, oh, don't be with him. He's a bit odd, him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I always found that as well. And I think, like you, I'd get that as well. Will you write a rap about the road?
Give us a rap there.
Write a rap about Ladies Well Drive. You know what I mean? That's what
there is
like.
A song about Ladies Well. It's called Ladies Well on the Dawn.
And it's way better than what I would like.
Have you not heard it? It's my confirmation song.
Yeah, it's my confirmation song.
That's me wedding song.
That's me wedding
Ladies Well on the Dawn.
I just got a vision of like a church version of that tune, bro.
Imagine.
I'm from the LA.
SW
double L. So what are we talking about? Right.
Oh my god.
No, I did. I used to get that. And you know, the boys used to hear me like muttering under my breath and all. And they'd be like, give me a side eye, bro. And they'd be like, this fella's so fucking weirdo. But I'd just be like, once upon a time I was a kid. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, you alright? Oh, yeah. Are you talking to me? No. And they're like, what the fuck's wrong with him? You know what I mean?
He knows words.
Yeah, he knows what.
He's able to rhyme words together.
He's over there breathing. You know what I mean? No, it's just I used to mutter shit under my breath and the boys would be like, but like even like you said, that's mad about skills, bro. I've had, and it's such like an Americanized thing to say, and it's such a movie fucking thing to say, but I've had teachers like taking lyrics off me, like that row fresh there, bro.
Yeah.
Taking lyrics off me and putting them into the bin, like that sounds like a fucking lie, but it's not. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Stop wasting your time on that.
Yeah, I used to get it with draw and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what
the
I mean.
days that I actually did go to school, be like, draw Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no bother.
No bother. Fuck math.
Draw Snoopy on the
roof. The fuck.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of Mario.
Yeah. But I was like you, when I was younger, bro, with the social groups and stuff, because of creativity, I was able to mix with the quote unquote SWATs of the world and the cool kids of the world, in that city.
Yeah.
That's why I think it kind of helped with navigating through teenage years, because it was like the reason I talked to this social group of the quote unquote SWATs was because one of them played guitar, like, and I was like, that's how we got talking, and like, and I knew all them then, I got to know all them, and I actually liked them better than these motherfuckers over here who were smoking bleeding smokes and break. And then I'd come back over here and people would be, some of the boys would be like, all the cool boys would be like, oh Ev, I'm actually interested in what you do, can you teach me how to do it, whatever it is, like, do you know what I mean, stuff like that. So I'm the same, I kind of like had no, like, I did have like an official friend group like in school and stuff and growing up, but I was able to like mix with all of them. Whereas like them boys over there wouldn't talk to the boys that I'm with, but they talk to me. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, my friend groups are like that as well.
Yeah.
I think being a creative person, you have a bit more of an interest in the world and interest in probably not people, but you know what I mean. You have more of an interest in the world, and you're curious about different things. You're curious as well. What's outside of the estate? Do you know what I mean? What's outside of these grey walls now? Let me go see. Do you know what I mean? I think your creativity kind of opens up to that as well. Like, you want to experience things, and you want to go out and experience the world. Do you know what I mean? There's more to just, you know, the fucking estate you grow up in. Do you know what I mean? Well, there's nothing wrong with people that want to stay in the estate and all that, and like that, like that life and like that community life. That's, you know, that's cool. But not everybody's like that. You know what I mean? Creative people are more kind of like, I just want to go out and experience the world. Let's go see what I can go draw inspiration from. Do you know what I mean? And bring it back to what I know. You know, and that's how I am the way I am, and I'm just a curious creature. Do you know what I mean? I see something, it's like, Jesus Christ, I could do that. Do you know what I mean? And that's just the way I am. And speaking of the way I am, give us an L jokey.
An L jokey? Give us an L jokey, will you?
Speaking of how I am, I'm a comfort for interrupting you, and give us an L jokey.
L jokey, there you go. So, but I will say this before I tell the joke, just one last thing for 40 minutes.
Jesus.
No, one last thing I will say is that I'll never forget a conversation me and you had, and it was a simple thing that you said to me, bro, but it held so much weight for me, where it was like, we were having a conversation about something, and you were like, yeah, but there's a world outside of Blanche, you know that, yeah? And like, just that word, bro, just that sentence, bro, was like, it was just real profound, like, because I grew up around people that would never have a mentality like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think when I met you from the same place where I'm from, like, obviously I've met creative people that have that mentality, but I mean, when I heard the words coming from you around the corner, growing up around the corner where I'm from, I'm like, holy shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of just opened me eyes to it all. Like, do you know what I mean? And I kind of,
it's true, man. If you can't limit yourself to one thing or one space or anything like that, you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
Especially when you're young, like.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have a family and stuff like that, it's different. Do you know what I mean? It becomes different, like. But you have to go out and experience life. Yeah. Sure, you get one turn at this. You get one turn. That's all you get. One shot, one ride around the park. Yeah. That's all you get. Yeah. And at the end, you know, everything beautiful dies. Everything dies. And we can't control it. Time is the only thing we cannot control in life. It's the only thing you can't control. It's time. Yeah. One shot at it, man. I know it's cheesy as fuck, but you just gotta get out there and experience stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just go out and have an experience. Be happy, like, go out, have fun. You gotta make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Make a load of mistakes, because it's the only way you're gonna fucking learn. Do you know what I'm saying? I've made fucking thousands of mistakes in my lifetime.
Stop, bro. Stop.
But you learn from it. Do you know what I mean? Danielle will tell you now. You didn't learn from the last one. She'll remind me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm an idiot. Did you leave that on the press again? Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's a mistake.
Yeah, mistake again.
Focus on that one for this week.
No, but what I'm trying to say is stop hiding. Just go out and face life.
Go out and do it. Face life. Oh, I like that. Oh, baby.
You can't even face life.
They don't even know what we're talking about. Anyway, they never will either. Fuck it. Anyway, come here and I ask you something.
Go on.
What would you call... By the way, sorry, just before I get into this. everybody better listen to this wise man here, yeah? Because this wise man has changed my life. And cut. Here we go.
Okay.
What? I'm talking about Rocky, obviously. But what do you call James Bond in a bathtub. How am I going to take it from there to there? Hold on, let's go again. I'm sorry.
And scene.
Imagine we talked all that stuff, and at the end of the podcast we didn't stop recording. It was just one of them things where I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, bro. Yeah, see you later. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
you hate you to death.
Yeah. Stop ringing me and all. You know."
I told you we're done. We're fucking done.
Right. So let's get into the jokes. Yeah, the daddy-o jokes,
Go on.
the papa jokes.
Daddy-o.
We're gonna start off light, right? We're gonna start off with a little oozer, right?
Give us a little twister.
Right, here we go. A little easer inner, right? Little slowpoke. Here we are. What do you call James Bond in a bathtub, Rocky?
I don't know.
007.
Great. Go on. Keep going.
Right, second one. I only have 3 this week. So second one, right? A naked man arrives at a costume party,
My lord.
right? With a girl on his back. Yeah? He says, I'm a turtle. Your man turns around and says, who's on your back? And he goes, that's Michelle. Oh, I've got this.
Your man's bullet. And I was like, I'm loving that.
That's a true story. That was me dad. Dad showed up to a party in the nip. Yeah.
Michelle.
I love that one, yeah. Right, so I heard this one. This next one, that's a great one, bro. This next one I heard on Dermot and Dave, right?
Oh,
Today
go
FM.
on.
Brother, when I tell you, when I heard this joke, I snotted in the gaff. Yeah, and I was like, I'm stroking that heavy on the
Go
heavy
on,
front.
Dave.
Right.
Shout out the two boys. Actually, no,
Shout them
Dermot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dermot. Yeah. Go on.
Right, but anyway, yeah. So listen, my dad sent it to me, and I was like, I'm stroking that 1,000%. I'm getting
Go
on my
on.
bland shit, and that's mine. You know what I mean? But anyway, he says, so Paddy started a job on a building site, right? And the foreman says to him, "Can you make tea, Paddy?" And Paddy's like, "Oh, by Jesus, of course I can. Of course I can make tea. You
The
know,
accent.
you mad bastard. Yeah, of course I can make fucking tea,
Go
right?"
on.
And he says, "Can you drive a forklift?" And he goes, "Oh, hold on. How big is this pot of tea now?"
That's a pure Irish thing, and also that's some cunt would really say on site. Oh, good lord.
Oh, I love that one, yeah. I was in the cab snotting listening to it. Oh, you can keep that one, boys, yeah? You make tea, yeah. You drive a forklift, how big's the pot of tea?
Hold on a minute. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. It's been another week, hasn't it?
It's been another week. Shout out all the creative. Shout out everybody out there doing a little something to keep
real,
their
for
head
real.
fucking, I don't know, stress free, I guess.
Keep creating.
Free.
I respect anybody that's doing anything remotely creative.
Yeah, and support local artists.
Absolutely.
You little fills.
That's why Rocky charges me for the teas.
Yeah, you little screw.
He charges me for the fucking clothes.
He's still bullying. He had to pay for something.
You stop it,
This
man.
fella is a cheap
Nah, bro.
fuck.
I
Anyway,
bought 2 of them off you cunt.
you cunt.
You cunt.
You cunt.
One day I'm going to charge you, though.
Yeah, good luck at that, bro.
Yes. Now listen,
luck at
for
that.
real. No, jokes aside, yeah. Support local artists, boys, and make sure whatever you do, you don't walk into a party with a naked woman in your back there now.
Especially if her name's Michelle.
Say your name's Michelle, because I tell you totally I will. I tell you one thing. But yeah, shout out to all you that listen. Keep creating.
Who's that on your back? Queeve.
Queeve?
Doesn't land the same, does it?
You missed the trick, you
Who's
ballock.
that on your back? Laura.
Laura. I think her name. What's your name? My name's Sandra.
My name's Dervla.
That's Sandra.
Who's that on your back?
Dimfna.
Dimfna. That's Queeve. That's Shauna.
Oh, stop. Listen. Oh, yeah. Love every one of you.
Yeah, shout out all those horrible names. Anyway.
I hate myself. I love all you and I hate myself.
Good luck.
Go on. See us in a bit now. Go on. Goodbye. Hello. Do what? W-E-L-L. Ladies, well on the dot.
Sounds like Post Malone. Like, he does that little quiver thing with his voice. Goodbye.
I'm spelling on you.
Oh, good luck.
Nice.